And now from Fox 55 News, this is your local sports.
Hey, good evening, everyone. Well, week 7 of the high school football season is always a special one here in the Summit City. That's because it's rivalry week in the SAC. You've got the Battle of the Bishops, the Totem Pole game, the battle for Spooler Stadium supremacy, and, of course, Carroll versus Homestead. And as our Peter Hood tells us, there will be more than just bragging rights on the line when the Spartans host the Chargers in the locker room's game of the week this week.
Well, Prince, we said it in the locker room last week. When you get to the month of October, the games just start to mean more. And in terms of determining an SAC champion this year, it all comes down to tomorrow's game between Homestead and Carroll. Currently, we have a three-way tie atop the conference between Homestead, Carroll, and Bishop Dwenger. But the Spartans are in the driver's seat. If they win out, they'll hold on to that victory bell for another season. Carroll, on the other hand, needs to win its final 3 games and have the Saints stumble somewhere along the way. But for both teams, the objective tomorrow is the same: beat your rival and keep your title hopes alive.
This is probably one of our bigger games left in the schedule, and if we win this one, the odds are looking good for us, but I'm not going to count Wayne or Southside. I'm not going to look past those guys, but this is just a big step we have to take.
Our goal is to be 1-0 every week, and then that carries over to every game. So it's not just Carroll that it's like big for us. It's big for every game, but Carroll's especially bigger just because they're our rival and that they're a very dominant team this year. So we're coming out with a bigger fire than ever this weekend, or this Friday, and I just know that our guys are going to play well together and we're going to get the job done.
I constantly remind them almost nightly that it's a privilege to be in this position playing a meaningful game in it's going to be October, so there are a lot of teams who don't get that honor, and we get to be there. And it doesn't matter how many stands, how many fans are in the stands. It'll be a big game for us, and the kids will be cranked up, ready to go.
Playing against your rival, it brings in a little extra excitement, brings a little extra, encouragement, concentration, and that's great for everybody within the conference. It's a special game, without question. Our schools, our kids are very similar, and, we're looking forward to the weekend.
Oh, they're a good team. We got to fight all night. We're working hard in practice all week. We know they took us out twice last year, and it's on our shoulders, and we're coming out to fight. We're going to be ready.
This is why we play out here, man. This is Carroll football right here, so we're really excited, and we're looking forward to it.
Kickoff here at Walters Stadium is set for 7 o'clock tomorrow night. Of course, we'll have highlights for you from this game and over a dozen others in the locker room.
Thanks, Pete. Speaking of the locker room, here's a look at some of the matchups you'll see tomorrow night. Catch some good action out of the NE8. Huntington North visiting Leo, Columbia City taking on East Noble, Norwell hosting DeKalb. And once again, it's rivalry week in the SAC. We'll have cameras at all 5 games in the conference, including the Battle of the Bishops at Lewis Field. And, of course, our game of the week between Carroll and Homestead. All that and more tomorrow night at 10:30.